Here we see the eastern fox squirrel, native to Eastern and Central America and introduced widely in the West. In this video, the eastern fox squirrel is crouched low to the ground, sniffing. This is an act called foraging, in which the squirrel sniffs and searches for food to eat. As you can see, the squirrel takes breaks and looks up often, practicing a popular predation avoidance strategy called vigilance. Eating is imperative for survival, so looking for food is necessary, but the eastern fox squirrel must still be wary of any large predation lurking, as they too are looking for something to eat. Once food is secured, there is still a large risk of predation. Thus, the squirrel must find a safe place to eat its meal, which is usually nuts or buds from trees. The safest place to go is up, and the squirrel has some very specialized features to help it climb. Here we see another squirrel climbing, contending with some tricky jumps and thin branches. As a mid-sized rodent, the eastern fox squirrel makes excellent prey to many larger animals, so it needs to be able to move quickly up and down the trees. Squirrels have specialized claws, which can grip the bark of the tree. They also have a muscular body that can pull them up rapidly. Lastly, they have ankle joints that can rotate 180 degrees, allowing them to descend quickly without falling off the tree. Thus, the squirrel is able to balance, climb, and ultimately jump from one tree to another during this video, all with a piece of bread in its mouth. All this trouble is worth it, though, when the squirrel finally gets to rest up in the tree, nibbling on his dinner. Eastern fox squirrels are one of the species that caches, burying food in the ground to retrieve it in the winter. This behavior is evidence of their strong cognitive function, as they need to remember where they have stored it so they can get it again. We've talked a lot about predation avoidance, but let's look at a different kind of danger: competition. Here we see clear signs of vigilance: body frozen, tail raised up. It even runs away. This vigilance is a response to my presence, but the squirrel doesn't realize what trouble is coming. In the background, another squirrel waits, also looking for food. They're both competing for the same resource in the same area, so conflict is inevitable. Watch the initial interaction and the chase that ensues. This interaction shows two different behaviors. One squirrel initiates the chase and follows the other. He comes out the victor, staying in his spot and continuing to forage. The other squirrel, however, is submissive. After the initial attack, he fled from the other squirrel, running around a bush and far away until the aggressor squirrel stops pursuit. While not territorial, fox squirrels have dominance hierarchies, and fighting is their method of determining dominance. Thus, searching for food, one of the most fundamental behaviors necessary to sustain life, is also one of the most dangerous.